Hi, I'm Susan Russell, founder and partner at Mold Dog Knows. What court reliability really means. Sometimes people ask, why would certification matter legally? Well, here's the truth. There isn't specific mold dog case law yet because the field is still young, but courts do rely on well-established scent detection principles, independent testing, objective validation, repeatable accuracy, blind evaluations, and evaluators with zero financial ties to the team. Self-certification does not meet evidentiary standards. There must be external proof of reliability. This comes straight from decades of case law in explosives and narcotics detection, including the Supreme Court case Florida versus Harris. And AWDA's mold certification follows these exact standards. My partner, Steve Antomarchi, can speak far more deeply and eloquently on this. He has testified as an expert in scent detection for many years. About Steve's role, another common question we get is, if Steve is on the AWDA board, how is that not a conflict of interest? That's a great question, and here's the important clarification. He does not influence certification decisions. Our teams have been certified by multiple AWDA certifiers from multiple states with zero connection to our company. This separation is intentional. It's the same standard used in law enforcement. Steve is involved with AWDA because of his decades of expertise in scent detection standards and evidentiary reliability, but he has absolutely zero involvement in certifying Mold Dog Knows teams. Is AWDA a monopoly? Another valid concern is, what if one organization controls the whole field? Well, here's the truth. AWDA does not train dogs, AWDA does not sell dogs, AWDA does not run handler schools, and they also have no financial stake in mold detection. They exist solely to provide independent testing. And importantly, any organization is free to create its own mold detection certification. AWDA just happens to be the first one to build with scientific rigor, blind testing, and absolutely no financial incentive. Steve is actually helping other organizations create certifications as well. This is not about dominance, it's about raising standards for everyone. More than just a physical battle. At Mold Dog Knows, we meet people every day who never expected mold to turn their lives upside down. Their health, their sense of safety, their peace of mind, their hope. And while mold absolutely affects the body, what we've seen again and again is that this journey goes far beyond and far deeper than just physical. For many people, the fight with mold becomes emotional, mental, relational, and even spiritual. It can shake your identity, your confidence, your finances, your relationships, and your sense of security in the world overall. This is not a weakness. This is what happens when someone is walking through real suffering. And I don't say this as someone standing outside the process. This has been my very own journey as well. I lived this, I wrestled with it, I've asked the same questions. So when I speak to you, I'm speaking from the same road. If this is you, you're not imagining it. You're not overreacting. What you're feeling, it makes sense. There are practical steps that matter along the way. Finding hidden mold, understanding your environment, getting clear information, supporting your body, and it's relief that matters, clarity matters, being believed matters, and for many people, one of the most important next steps is simply knowing where the problem is. That's where our canine teams come in, helping pinpoint the source of mold so you no longer are guessing, no longer chasing symptoms, and can finally begin to move forward with real direction and intention. Those steps don't solve everything, but for many people, they are the moment the fog begins to lift. They are part of the path forward. And at the same time, we've learned something really important. Healing is rarely just about removing toxins. Crisis has a way of opening deeper questions about life, purpose, and faith. That doesn't mean something is wrong with you. It means you're human. You were never meant to walk this road alone. You are allowed to ask for help, and you're allowed to lean on others and on God, and in ways you've never before. Our role at MDK isn't to promise a quick fix. It's to walk alongside you with honesty, compassion, and integrity, to help you with the pieces of healing that are within reach while leaving space for the deeper work that unfolds in its own time. You don't need all the answers today. You only need the next step. This journey can feel overwhelming, but please hear this. You are not broken, you are not forgotten, and you are not alone. Healing is rarely a straight line, and it's a process, and every step forward matters. And we're honored to walk part of that journey with you.